Hi, everybody. I'm Selena. Uh, I'm a fan of BTS and also a fan of New Jeans. I've been a BTS fan since 2017. I've been to their concerts, I've done events, la la la. For New Jeans, I've been their fan since debut. I've seen them in fan signs, I've had fan calls with them, also been to a bunch of events, blah 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 blah. So this HYBE and Ador thing has kind of been a thing with me. I am somebody who I don't just believe everything I read. I like to read articles, I don't read headlines, and I'll just kind of like take pieces of both sides together and form my opinion from that. In this case, I'm neither really for Adore or for HYBE. So there's like this mega thread actually on Reddit that has all the articles and official statements. This way you can kind of inform yourself if you want to and make your own opinion from there. I'm going to add in my 2 cents. Obviously, I have thoughts. Okay, so we have this mega thread. Says we prefer to focus on official statements from companies or other vetted sources. There would be widespread speculation and humor heavy articles, but until presented in official capacity, we consider them substantiated. A lot of people were kind of upset at HYBE for bringing this to the public about the audit. A lot of people's claims were that HYBE is a public company. What corporates have to disclose in Korea? How do I make this go away? So we have here events to be disclosed on the day of occurrence. When any of such material events as the following occurs to a listed company, the company concerned should disclose the fact on the day it occurred. So it has like this really, really long list of what a company must disclose on the day that it happens. The thing I heard most people claim was here, where it says events to be disclosed within 1 day of the occurrence. So they have 1 day to tell the public that this thing happened. Since with any when any of such events as the followings occur to a listed corporation, the corporation concerned should disclose the fact within 1 day after it occurred. The one that I saw, I'm pretty sure it was like one of the very last ones. Company has to disclose an event within a day when any matter corresponding to those mentioned in items above, which may materially influence the investor's decision occurs, or there is a decision, such as a resolution of the board of directors or a shareholder meeting on matters which may materially influence the investor's decision, including those to be resolved by a shareholder meeting as prescribed in the statuses or the AI. So basically, if anything happens within the company that could influence an investor's decision, they have to disclose it. Although I do understand more written Korean than I do spoken Korean because my listening skills are really bad, I am going to use Google Translate. A lot of people are kind of like bagging on international fans for using Google Translate to like translate comments and articles and stuff like that. Actually, news is written to be more direct, more succinct than like stories, people speaking, and stuff like that. So, because of that, it's actually easier for translation services like Google Translate. And since it's easier for them to translate, it is actually more accurate than we might think it is. So this is the first report, I'm assuming. HYBE begins audit including CEO of New Jeans agency reporter Jae-hoon Lee. HYBE has exercised its right to audit the management of Ador, a subsidiary of the group News Jeans. According to the entertainment industry, on the 22nd, HYBE began an audit of Ador's CEO Min Hee-jin, Executive A. It is reported that personnel from the HYBE audit team visited Ador's management work area this morning to retrieve the company's computer assets and secure face-to-face statements. They were caught in HYBE's internal audit while leaking confidential contracts to attack investors and discussing ways to induce HYBE to sell shares of Ador. Currently, 80% of Ador's shares are held by HYBE, and the remaining 20% is held by Ador, including CEO Min. HYBE in particular understands that Mr. A used his position to transfer a large amount of HYBE's internal information to Ador. Mr. A, a former certified public accountant, was in charge of IR in HYBE's finance department and carried HYBE's listing work, but moved to Ador early this year. So, from what the person who mainly is responsible for leaking information is Mr. A. Additionally, Mr. A is suspected of having handed over to Ador non public documents and trade secrets necessary for Ador's independence. From the time he worked at Hive, he is known to be called Minheejin's right hand man within Ador. Hive plans to take legal action if necessary based on the secured computer assets. CEO Min, who joined SM Entertainment as a public employee in 2002, rose to the position of creative director and registered director before leaving SM. She joined Hive in 2019 and helped build the company's early brand as chief brand officer. In November 2021, she became the head of Ador, which is founded under the Hive label. With the launch of New Jeans in July 2022, her capabilities as a producer have also been recognized. We're going to add this to the timeline. Next one, I think, is a Soupy article. Yes. Ador's current directors came to the company with Min Hee Jin from SM Entertainment. Hype sent a document calling for Min Hee Jin's resignation as Ador's CEO. In response to the reports, Hype briefly commented it is true that an audit was initiated. So here, Hype and Min Hee Jin's reportedly in power struggle over New Jeans agency Ador. Hype has since confirmed that it initiated an audit of the company. These confirmations, so it makes it sound like to me that it was kind of leaked that Hybe was going to launch an audit on Ador, and because it was leaked, they or after it was leaked, they confirmed it. But either way, they were going to have to make the audit known. So a lot of people are kind of upset. They feel like Hype started this because of the initial reportings of the audit, but they were gonna have to do it anyways. It just came out before they were ready with the full statement. And once it came out, they were like, well, we gotta say, yeah, because they're gonna have to do it anyways. So whatever. That's what it seems like to me, anyways. News has reported that an audit team of entertainment giant Hybe had launched an investigation against Adore CEO Manheejin and an unnamed executive of the company. The latter had reportedly been part of Hybe's investors relations team. Investors relations, that's what it is. The reason I don't think that Hybe leaked the audit is because the audit and the announcement happened on the same day. If you're gonna do an audit on someone, when you announce it, you want to have everything ready of what you found. Owned subsidiary of Hive in 2021. See, that's why they're saying that, like, oh, it was founded by Min Hee Jin in the last report, Ador. But I was like, was it? No. So when Adore was initially founded, it was 100% Hype's. The relation between Hype and Adore has soured since Belift's lab Illit came onto the scene, industry insiders said. This is the first report to mention Illit. The other ones, is it Illit? I keep saying Illit. The other ones didn't mention Illit. Adore reportedly objected to Illit's concept and theme, claiming that they overlapped with those of New Jeans. If Min were to split off from Hive, New Jeans' scheduled activities for the rest of this year could be thrown up in the air. New Jeans is scheduled to debut in Japan on June 21st with single Supernatural right now to hold a fan meet and greet at Tokyo Dome between June 26th and 27th. They have plans to launch a boy band. They will accept online applications globally between March and April of last year. After the news of Min's attempted departure, Hybe's stocks plummeted 7.18% to close at $212,501, $154.05 on Monday. This is like fear mongering because like nobody said anything about splitting. they said she tried to split. That line was like totally not necessary, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna open other ones. This is all just from one day. Just I'm gonna do an hour just on one day alone. It is correct that it is correct that the company exercised its right to audit the Ador management on suspicions. Min released a statement later in the day strongly denying the allegations as an absurd media play. They are trying to dismiss me as I took issue with Ilit's copying New Jeans. I can't believe this is all the same mother chucking day. Min Hee-jin doesn't appear to have stepped down as Ador CEO despite the push from HYBE, and though the subjects received far less media attention than HYBE's remarks, the former SM Entertainment team leader refused the allegations. According to Google translations of the Korean language discussion, HYBE only initiated the audit and went public with the allegations after Ador raised concerns about perceived creative and image-related overlap between its new genes and Illit. The latter is a new blah blah blah. More problematic than the alleged sequence of events is the position of Adore New Jeans itself, as Adore sees it HYBE and be left are at fault and should acknowledge as much to the media per the text. Additionally, even if its CEO compelled to exit, Adore, having expressed the reservations following sufficient discussion with New Jeans member and legal representatives, will utilize all possible means and methods to prevent further infringement due to copying. Reading between the lines, one needn't stretch the imagination to see why New Jeans members are likely opposed to the ouster of Min Hee-jin, who reportedly formed, trained, and directs the Five-Piece Act. At the intersection of these points in the commercially prominent New Jeans' substantial contributions to high financials, investors are less than thrilled with the situation. We already kind of read about this. I'm going to edit out the articles that basically didn't have any new information for the sake of time. Okay, here is Ador's statement. Great. Adore is publicly addressing the incident of Illit copying New Jeans to protect our artist New Jeans for the healthy development of the music industry and culture in Korea. HYBE operates a multi-label system for various labels to independently create their music and pursue cultural diversity. Adore is one of those labels. Ironically, Adore and our agency artist New Jeans Culture Achievements are being most severely infringed upon by HYBE. Belift Lab, one of HYBE's labels, debuted the five-member girl group Illit in March of this year. After Illit's teaser photos were released, explosive reactions spread online saying, I thought it was New Jeans. Illit is copying New Jeans in all aspects of entertainment activities, including hair, makeup, clothing, choreography, photos, videos, and event appearances. Illit is being assessed as being Min Hee-jin style, Min Hee-jin type, and an imitation of New Jeans. Her allegations with Ilya is not cool. And I think it's really fucking dumb. Do not excuse my language. I think it's really fucking dumb that she basically raised these copying allegations after seeing all these responses on the internet, comments on the internet saying that they look like New Jeans when this happens all the fucking time. Like if you've been in K-pop for any like 2 3 years, every time there's a new group, they're always comparing it to a current group. Oh, it looks like this. Oh, it looks like this. Like it's so it happens every fucking time. So to just like raise this kind of issue over a bunch of K-pop stands saying shit on it is just crazy to me. And like, okay, I get she thinks it, she looked at it and she's like, yeah, looks legit to me, but it's just is she's not even saying like to them it looks similar. She's saying that to other people it looks similar. And she's basically to me it seems like she's just like upset because they're like attaching her name to Illit and she does not want that. She wants her name attached to New Jeans because that is her group. Personally, I don't see them all that similar. HYBE chairman Ben Ji-hyuk produced Illit's debut album. The copying of New Jeans by Illit was not done independently by Belift Lab, but also involves HYBE. HYBE, a leading company in K-pop, is blinded by short-term profits and is mass producing unoriginality by copying successful cultural content without hesitation. New Jeans is currently preparing for a comeback in May. However, it has caused New Jeans to be brought up when they are not promoting at the moment. The appearance of an imitation has caused New Jeans' image to be consumed and has caused concern and fatigue to fans and the public with necessary involvement in disputes. The main culprits who created this situation are HYBE and Be Lab, but the damage caused by this is entirely on Ador and New Jeans. There are reactions that it is understandable that Ayla is similar to New Jeans as they are both under HYBE labels. Some even think that Ador and New Jeans have allowed or consented to this similarity. However, these reactions are clearly a misunderstanding, and we want to clarify this. A multi-label system is a system for each label to independently create the music they want, not a system to give indulgences to other labels to copy the cultural achievements of another label just because they are affiliated labels. And Adore has never allowed or given consent to anyone, including HYBE and Be Lab, to copy New Jeans' achievement. Adore does not want New Jeans and ILIT to be associated in any way. We have no intentions of tolerating promotions such as groups being sibling groups just because they debuted under HYBE labels. I think that's very telling of how separate she wants Adore to be from HYBE. It secludes the girls from other idols around them who they can relate to and talk to. That's like a manipulation tactic, right? To isolate and also to be like, oh, we are not like a family when the whole point of HYBE is to be a family, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that like cute little field day they had was. They were all from different groups, and but they were there playing games as a family. And BTS gonna be part of it at the time, but I'm sure if they could, they would have been like super fun because they're fucking crazy. Adora has already officially raised the issue of the copying incident and a series of behaviors taken by HYBE against New Jeans to HYBE and Be Lab. However, HYBE and Be Lab did not admit their wrongdoings and were busy making excuses, delaying concrete answers. Amidst this, HYBE suddenly informed today, April 22nd, 2024, that they would suspend and dismiss CEO Min Hee-jin from her duties, stating that there is concern that CEO Min Hee-jin could significantly damage Ador's corporate value. At the same time, they are attempting ridiculous media plays, such as that CEO Min Hee-jin tried to seize management rights. It is incomprehensible how a legitimate complaint to protect the cultural achievements of our artist New Jeans could harm Ador's interests, or how it could be an act of seizing control of Ador. It appears that HYBE and Be Lab, along with Chairman Bang Ji-hyuk, think that simply driving CEO Min Hee-jin out of the company will end this issue without providing proper apologies or measures. However, Adore will use all possible means and methods to protect the cultural achievements that New Jeans has worked for and to prevent further infringement due to copying. We want to make it clear that we cannot tolerate copying and various unfair actions continuing against Adore and New Jeans. HYBE and Lab may try to dilute the incident from debut by highlighting the differences between New Jeans and ILIT. As ILIT's activities increase, misunderstandings by fans and the public may also increase over time. As a result, Adore has decided to announce an official position after sufficient discussion with the New Jeans members and legal representatives. Through this statement, we hope that HYBE and Be Lab will face their wrongdoings and contribute to the Korean music industry and culture through fervent contemplation and creation while respecting the cultural achievements of others. Thank you. Oh yeah, this does the line. Odoro consulted with New Jeans. Oh, hey, New Jeans. With New Jeans and legal represents about the copying allegations, it wants HYBE to stop the copying. Their hair I really, really don't fucking get. Also, people said that they were mistaken for New Jeans at events, and I don't see it. They don't look anything like the New Jeans members. Like, if you really physically, none of them look like them at all. So it's just, like crazy to me that they could even be mistaken. It was like a fashion event. I don't know who like quoted the tweet like, "Oh, Ayla was mistaken for New Jeans at this one fashion show," and somebody was like, "That's just racist." And I was like, shit, you right. They literally don't look like them. She's real cute. I love seeing her videos of her on TikTok. She's adorable. I have no intention anyone to promote themselves using phrases like New Jeans Dongseong Group. New Jeans was promoted as BTS's Dongseong Group. So was listed of him. So for me, seems kind of hypocritical. Like if she had a problem back then of New Jeans being promoted as BTS's Dongseung group, she should have went out publicly and been like, New Jeans is Adore, although we're under the same hype. I don't consider them to be kind of like under the same company as BTS. They're like stand by themselves, and like we will prove it. But she didn't say anything, so she didn't say anything back then, and now suddenly it's a problem to be using another hype group's name for promotion. So whatever. Just okay. Here, contents of Have an Adore audit questionnaire. Shocking attempts to seize rights since early this year, and advice on sale has also been received. Adore executives are said to have been planning to seize management rights from HYBE since early this year. The gist of the plan to secure management rights was to aggravate public opinion on the grounds that the parent company, HYBE, was making unfair demands on Adore and to force HYBE to sell its 80% stake in Adore to investors friendly to the current Adore management. It is known that Adore executives reviewed the sales structure from securities analysts, overseas investment advisors, private equity funds, and venture capital officials during the process. It is also known that information on contracts signed between Adore and HYBE were arbitrarily leaked. In addition, it was reported that the questionnaire contained information that, as a card to pressure HYBE, negative public opinion about HYBE artists and impediment of artists' parents were secretly carried out. We did see this. In the process, the person in charge of the key rain role was identified as Vice President A. It was discovered that the artist's personal information was also leaked to the outside world. It is reported that the artist related information leaked by management to the outside world includes the trainees' portraits and health conditions before the debut. It is also said that employees were hired after receiving a personal request from an outsider. According to the questionnaire, it appears that employees' personal information was leaked, and key personal related information such as appointments and recruitment was also leaked to the outside. It is known that Hive learned of these details through a tip-off. It is known that Hive's audit was carried out to clarify the facts of the report and is attracting the attention of the industry. Okay, so this is a new day. Love, we're on a new day, finally. Yonhap. English don't have news. Ooh, okay. South Korea's largest K-pop company, HYBE, defended its ongoing audit into the management of a subsidiary label Tuesday, saying it has clear evidence suggesting the management attempted to seize control of the label. Park Ji-won, CEO of HYBE, reassured company officials not to feel unsettled over the audit in an email sent to them, bound to take all necessary measures after uncovering the full truth behind the suspicions. The company launched an audit into Min Hee-jin, CEO of Adore that manages New Jeans, and another executive of the label on Monday following allegations they attempted to seize control of the unit. Most of what they are claiming is not true or groundless, Park Park said in the email, we have learned that the plans in question were set long before Elit made its debut. Defining it as a case revealing a clear attempt to seize control of the company, Park said his company will take appropriate actions after confirming more of the truth through this audit. He then specifically requested employees of Adore to give their best effort in supporting the comeback and growth of New Jeans. HYBE is putting its top priority on keeping its artists and other members safe. I urge those involved in the management of New Jeans to exercise extra caution to prevent the artists from being affected by this incident. Founded by Min Hee-jin, again, technically not founded. My brain is already rotted from all the articles we looked at just from day one. Han's office documents reveal New Jeans agency Adore plotted against HYBE. Internal documents from Adore, the K-pop agency behind New Jeans, listed multiple financial firms and ways to take management rights away from HYBE, confirmed HYBE on by HYBE on Tuesday as part of its internal audit into its subsidiary. Adore is majority owned by HYBE, holding an 80% stake. Yeah, blah blah blah. The objective of the document is stated as keeping HYBE's hand off us and getting away with it, according to HYBE. The documents detail different scenarios to curb HYBE's management control over Adore. One of them is pressuring HYBE to sell shares of Adore to private equity firms. Media outlet reported that the listed firms are GIC, a Singaporean sovereign wealth fund, and PIF, Saudi Arabia's sovereign sovereign. I said it right the first time. Now I can't. Sovereign wealth fund. Another scenario was to set up a new unit with New Jeans. make a new label. Min denied the claim, saying that she neither has an intention of seizing management control nor has met with investors. She claims that HYBE was trying to fire after she raised claims that Illa, a rookie group under HYBE, copied the concept of new jeans. If they were gonna establish a new agency, I wonder what they were gonna try to do with like the copyright claims. Cause I'm getting ahead of myself. But supposedly in the contract negotiations, she tried to get the right to cancel or continue Eugene's contract, basically like the artist contract. She had tried to get the right to have control over that. So, say that she could cancel Eugene's contracts, and she tries to establish a new agency with them. How would have they gotten the copyright for New Jeans and like the name, the brand basically, and like their songs? From what I remember with GOT7, it's really, really, really hard to like get the claims to the names and the songs. An exclusive, New Jeans comeback will proceed as planned despite HYBE drama. Girl group New Jeans will return to the K-pop scene in May as planned despite ongoing spat between HYBE and its subsidiary Ador. New Jeans will make a comeback in Korea with a new single in May. Whether or not Ador CEO Min Hee-jin cooperates with HYBE, a source with knowledge in the matter told the Korea Chung-ang, Chung-ang, it's so much easier for me to know how to pronounce Korean things when I see the Hangul. Despite the ongoing dispute, the source said it is her duty to push ahead according to the schedule as well as duty of HYBE. New Jeans is scheduled to release a new single in Korea May 24th and to make its Japanese debut on June 21st with single Supernatural. And right now, the group will then head straight to Tokyo Dome on June 26th and 27th for a fan meet and greet. The famed quintet has been at the center of the bloodbath between HYBE and Ador, which began when Min claimed that Illit, another girl group under HYBE, had copied New Jeans' concept. She now says that HYBE is attempting to oust her from the top position. Illit debuted last month under Ador's sister label Be Left Lab with EP Super Real Me. Min labeled the rookie group as a New Jeans copycat and accused it of plagiarizing New Jeans' hair, makeup, costumes, choreography, photos, videos, and appearances. Dispatch has revealed the circumstances of how Min Hee-jin controlled New Jeans and the formation of Ador. In an exclusive report, Dispatch outlined exactly how Min Hee-jin, how first, each of the members' training periods were revealed by Dispatch for the first time. Minji joined Source Music in 2017, while Hani joined Source Music in 2019. After participating in big hits in Source Music, joined a global audition. Both joined Source Music as trainees in 2020. And the exact signing date was not shared by Dispatch. They did say Source Music first discovered her online before inviting her to audition, which she passed and thus signed with Source Music. All 5 of the New Jeans members trained under Source Music until the second half of 2021. That aligns. So it says that the Source Music CEO selected the 5 members. Min Hee Jin, I'm pretty sure it says that she selected the 5 members. So also conflicting information. We don't really know who's wrong, who's right, right? No evidence, no facts, no cow talk messages. Big Hit also stated in the official announcement taking charge of a new group and launch her own label to discover new talents and produce music. I do remember this. I was like, who the heck is Min Hee-jin? Because even though I was into K-pop at that time, I don't really know or care too much about creative directors and producers' names. Min Hee-jin was initially in charge of the new girl group that would debut under Source Music. Also heard that. She wanted to be in charge of her own agency, leading to the birth of Ador. With this, Min Hee-jin took trainees from Source Music into her own agency. 5 of those trainees included the current members of New Jeans, Minji, Hani, Haerin, Daniel, Haein, but instead the training expenses for these 5 trainees for the time they were at Source were sent to the agency. Dispatch admits that Minnie Jin brought New Jeans to fame and she deserves a lot of credit for recreating the 2000 sounds in a modern way, but the person behind New Jeans was actually Song Jin, who took in the trainees who made up New Jeans. I don't know about that. She was rightfully rewarded, though. HYBE's directors allowed her to purchase stock at low prices in the first quarter of 2023 instead of blah, blah, making her purchase stock options. As a result, Min Hee-jin was able to secure 500,700 573,160 shares on Ador, which was good for an 18% stake in the company and the second largest shareholder. Allowing Min Hee-jin to purchase old stock instead of stock options meant that she was also able to circumvent a 45% tax on the shares she acquired. Jinkies. So Min Hee-jin received her stocks from the company that was already losing money and also did not have to pay any taxes on it. Dispatch also stated Min Hee-jin also has put options on HYBE valued at around 100 billion Korean won, about 72.9 billion US dollars. Oh my god. If Min Hee-jin buys a put option on HYBE, she will pay 100 shares times $5 for the put option contract. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend I don't understand. Stocks above me. If somebody could explain it in baby language. 'Cause I think they tried, but I think it didn't really work. This kind of seems more like a speculative, but it did provide some numbers at least. Ador Vice President, this is the CEO Min Hee-jin from anti-HYBE documents. Ador's vice president, allegedly by HYBE to be the author of contentious documents outlining plans to wrest control of the label from its parent company, denied any association with Ador CEO Min Hee-jin. The vice president is a close aide of Min, the creator behind NewJeans, who told Yonhap News in a phone interview that the internal documents revealed by HYBE reflected his personal concerns and were rooted in the prolonged conflict between HYBE and Ador. This is based on my personal thoughts and experiences and is not a matter discussed with other executives of Ador, including Min. HYBE announced on Tuesday that an internal probe or audit into Ador unveiled documents written by the vice president containing statements such as would get GP to buy Ador and how can we get Ador to sell HYBE to sell Ador. G and P refer to the initial of private equity firms GIC. Yeah. The content of the document was not intended for reporting or sharing, but rather a personal piece not shared with any members of Ador, despite the grandiose title of it being an internal document. He said, "It's deeply regretful that a mere memo stored on the company's laptop has been leaked to HYBE and portrayed to the public as a confidential document in a grand conspiracy." A mere memo that's talking about rebellion, basically, was on a company laptop. You guys, don't put anything you don't want your company to see on the company laptop. Last thing. The author of document allegedly suggesting the management of K-pop giant HYBE subsidiary has denied the allegations. What is known as an Ador internal document by the media is about my personal reflections. It stems from my concerns over the unsolved long-standing conflicts between HYBE and Ador. On my personal thoughts and experiences has not been discussed with Min and other Ador executives. Discovered the business log authored by the deputy CEO last month. The document included plots on how to induce the parent company to sell its stakes in Ador and persuade outside investors to buy them, according to industry sources. That had been seen as evidence supporting HYBE's claim about the alleged spin-off attempt. Founded by Min, a former creative director, in 2021, Ador is currently owned, blah blah blah. Keep reading this information over and over again. I deeply regret that mere personal reflections, which are no more than a memo level of writing that have never been implemented, have been leaked to HYBE and portrayed in various news articles as if they were an internal document for a grand conspiracy just because they were stored on a company laptop. I cannot get over that. Leaked to HYBE. First of all, you have this memo saved on a company laptop. There's no leak there, sir. That is HYBE property, but whatever. One of the major problems I have with the door side. Like, what do you mean you didn't mean you don't want this to be used as evidence when it was on a company computer? What do you mean? Is copying every single fucking aspect down to the hair of New Jeans. It's just clownery to me. This is Mega Thread 2, which we're not going to go through today. That will be another video. Let's look at our timeline currently. 2019, Minji and Hani joined Solmu, and MHJ joins HYBE was then big hit. 2020, Danielle and Herin joined Solmu. July 2021, Hani and Mindy are in PTD and B. March to April 2023, Ador did online auditions for a new boy group. Beginning of 2024, allegedly Ador plans to become independent of HYBE. Plan was to influence negative opinion to get HYBE to sell shares to investors friendly to investor friendly to Ador management. March 2024, Illa debuted. April 22nd, 2024, they announced the audit. Supposedly, they need to disclose the audits to investors because they can influence their decision. Personally, I think that the audit was leaked before HYBE was ready to actually announce it. Secured computer assets and face-to-face statements. HYBE owns 80, Minhejan owns 18, other execs own 2%. They wanted to induce HYBE into selling its shares to Ador for full independence, supposedly. VPA, former investor relations team member and financial, collected contract info, other non-public documents, and trade secrets to transfer it to Ador to attract investors and help their plans, supposedly. HYBE calls for MHJ to step down. Both VPs came with her from SM. HYBE calls for a shareholders meeting to appoint a new CEO from HYBE and to hold Ador accountable. MHJ's statement is that HYBE is trying to dismiss her because she claimed that Illa is too similar to New Jeans in concept and theme, says it's media play. HYBE's audit says that artists' personal info, such as portraits and health, and employees' personal info was leaked with appointments and recruitment info. Ador consulted with New Jeans and legal representatives about the copying allegations and raised the problem to HYBE to stop the copying. They denied takeover attempt. In the statement, Minhejan said, I have to stop. Ador is not Minhejan is not Ador. Illa has been copying New Jeans in all areas of activities, including hair, makeup, costumes, choreography, photography, photos, videos, and event appearances. April 23rd, 2024, CEO Park states that the plans were made before Illa's debut, asked Ador members to support New Jeans and to keep its artists safe from the problem. Allegedly, a document was found keeping HYBE's hands off of us and getting away. This plans like to pressure HYBE into selling shares to PEFs, public equity funds like GIC and PIF. Another plan was to establish a new agency with the New Jeans members. These will continue activities despite the situation. This is on April 24th of 2024. VPA states that Minhejan has nothing to do with the plan. It was his personal thoughts and opinions in response to the ongoing problems between Ador and HYBE. The memo wasn't shared with anybody but was stored on a company computer and is now being showed as proof of conspiracy. It contains statements such as what would get GP to buy Ador and how can we get HYBE to sell Ador. He states that the plans were never implemented. That was 2 hours of just 3 days of articles. Oh, okay, we're done. I'm done. I can barely speak anymore. We'll get to make a thread 2 next time. Hopefully that helped something. See you next time.